There is a look to people who command power, and we know it at a subconscious level. Power can be earned and learned. In fact, many hidden dynamics exist that rule our choices when it comes to power. Let's look at exactly what these forces of power are. What is power? Power is the ability to influence the behavior of others. We pay attention to powerful people because we know that they can create change, and we like to know who's capable of creating change. Powerful people influence the behavior of others, change institutions, and make big impacts in business. Are you one of them? How to gain power? There's one lie about the power that we've been told, that the key to a powerful career, loving partner, and amazing friends is something people either have or don't. But that's not the case. Forbes comes out yearly with a list of the most powerful people in the world. That list is constantly changing, with newer, more powerful people taking the top positions. Here are the 4 variables they listed that make up power. Control, the number of people a person has influence over. Wealth, the number of financial resources controlled by each person. Spread, the number of categories or spheres a person is powerful in. Usage, the ability of the person to use their power. It's amazing how simple power is when you break it down into these 4 elements. For a real-life example, let's take a look at number 5 on the Forbes list, the CEO of Amazon, Jeff Bezos. Control, Amazon has almost 1 million employees. Wealth, a lot. Bezos has a $148.6 billion net worth as of May 1, 2020. Spread, besides Amazon, he also owns the Washington Post and Blue Origin, an aerospace company. Usage, yes, his influence is everywhere. Jeff Bezos is a household name. Of course, real power doesn't have to be seen at such a grand scale. We see powerful people every day, those that have great power in social situations, small companies, and relationships. Power doesn't need to be so large. One power is a perception. For example, if you appear on national television, you may seem powerful to those who have never done so. But if you're looking to influence a media mogul, that apparently won't hold much weight. Zero power. Similarly, to some, pseudo-celebrities who appear in tabloids are powerful. To others, these people are goofballs. Power is relative. When I was trying to define power, I defined consistent traits I saw in those I viewed as powerful. Honesty, integrity, character, humility, helpful but still flawed. If I see someone with purpose and vision, I can say they're powerful in my mind. To another, this power is not absolute. Some would argue that Hitler was powerful. I get it. Did he have character and integrity? Hardly. The most powerful person I knew was my grandfather. He would sit in a crowded and very loud room, and slowly the entire room would silence just to hear him speak. This led me to my conclusion. The only absolute way to be the most powerful person in the room is this. Rid yourself of the need to be the most powerful person in the room. The lack of need for affirmation allows you freedom. When you are free, nobody can control you. When nobody can have power over you, you are the most powerful. 2. Power is full of paradoxes. The most powerful person in the room is usually the person who's most interested rather than the most interesting. But how much effort do we put into trying to be interesting? This isn't a rant against interesting people. Being interesting is fantastic when it's earned. Please be interesting. And keep in mind, typically, the most interesting person in the room isn't fully aware of the power they possess. They achieved it by being interested, asking great questions, learning, and searching for connections that lead to the next great discovery. For authentic power that withstands the potholes of life, dedicating yourself to being the most interested person will never fail you. How much are you investing in being interested? 3. Utilize the power confidence loop. How do powerful people think? Let's get inside the heads of powerful people. Did you know that powerful people believe more in their own thoughts and ideas? Research has found that powerful people are more self-assured, so they tend to find their mistakes, failures, and breakups easier to handle. This also gives them more confidence. Confidence and power go hand in hand in what I call the power confidence loop. The loop goes like this. The more confident someone is, the more deserving of power they feel. The more deserving of power they feel, the more power they command and the more confidence they become. In this way, confidence and power feed each other in a loop. Power isn't just about affecting the people around us, it also defines our self-esteem. Real power works by energizing yourself and others from a place of stability and self-worth, not by demanding power from other people's fear or arrogance. People with real power receive real benefits. More persistence. Powerful people are confident in their attitudes and actions, and research finds they are more persistent. They will focus longer on a single task before moving to the next and avoid multitasking. First, take action. Powerful people are often the first to take action in emergency situations or high-stake negotiations in the workplace. 4. Ask for help when you need it. It's easy to mistakenly assume that powerful people never ask for help from anybody. Asking for help when you don't know the answer or can't do it all by yourself is not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of strength. It sends the message that you're not so insecure as to put your ego above the mission. It takes a tremendous amount of confidence and humility to admit that you need assistance, and asking for assistance is critical, because there's nothing worse than trucking down the wrong path when you're too embarrassed or proud to admit that you don't know what you're doing. 5. Master conflict. People tend to be on one of two extremes when it comes to conflict. Some are passive and avoid conflict altogether, while others seek out conflict aggressively, thinking that this will make them powerful. People who master conflict know how to approach it directly and assertively, yet constructively. Truly powerful people do not react emotionally and defensively to dissenting opinions, they welcome them. They're humble enough to know that they don't know everything, and that someone else might see something they missed. And if that person is right, they embrace the idea wholeheartedly, because they care more about the end result than being right. 6. Take responsibility for everything. I take responsibility for everything that happens in my life, everything, even if I didn't plan it or choose it. The reason is simple: if anyone or anything else is responsible, then they have power and I do not. They're in control of my being and destiny, and I am not. I become powerless. And I simply cannot abide being disempowered in the face of my own existence. I'm responsible for my feelings, my outcomes, and my existing and pre-existing conditions for success. No one else can claim fault or hegemony over them. I claim it first. I am immensely powerful. That in itself is not a story, it's the end of the story. The rest, if we care, is that I used to say everything that guy said, for exactly the same reasons. His story is mine until I studied at Landmark Education. It was because of making the developmental choice that education afforded me that I took the scary step of changing my business model and firing a slew of clients. Then I changed it to be out of reach of the rest. I was down to nothing, a clean slate. My first go after that attracted a client portfolio that still wasn't a fit, so I changed again, one more increment on the dial, and I was there. 7. Stop exposing yourself to negative talk entirely. If your Monday morning water cooler conversation involves hearing "I'm so bored by my job, my boss is awful, and I'm so tired," know that these phrases will sap your energy. Energy that you need to be happy and successful and motivated. Try to redirect these conversations into something more positive. Or, if your teammates aren't receptive to that, remove yourself from this type of negative talk. Removing negative language is a great start, but you need to do more than that. Replace the above negative phrases with these: I can, I know, I will, I am confident, anything is possible. Is your mind constantly stuck on negativity? Allison Ledgerwood gives an amazing TED Talk on how to get rid of your own negative thoughts. Another thing you can try is using positive affirmations. Studies show that positive affirmations help individuals restore their self-confidence and self-worth when faced with difficulties. There are tons of positive affirmation YouTube videos you can find online.